So that was basically a masthead ad, right? So when you go to YouTube, you go to the homepage, that's basically a masthead ad. And, we are actually now having reasonable success in India with it. But what's interesting is when you look at, after you click on it, you see the trailer for Robinhood. Look at what's on the bottom there, right? You like it. You can sort of say you like it. You can share it on Facebook. You can watch the trailer again if you want. You can keep watching it for, a lot of times. And then what's really interesting is that third button. Just buy the ticket. Right? Why just watch the trailer? Just buy the ticket. And with online, I think a number of the speakers, I think the whole day have been talking about this notion of engaging, of sharing. This is brilliant. I'll just sell a ticket. Right? So this actually shows you what you can do. I think a lot of us know what you can do with search marketing, which is you click on the link, you go to the site, you buy your ticket. Well, guess what? You can do it with online video. And it's a lot more engaging. It's a lot more interesting. The last thing I want to share with you is, don't play this yet, is a company called Tip, which makes, basically when you've written something, you want to white it out, they make a whiteout product. Okay? Just watch this. They've done some very interesting things. Again, it's online video-based ad. Just watch this one. Go ahead. Roll it.
Shoot this thing! Come on! I can't! Just shoot it! Hey! I don't want to shoot this bear. Help me to rewrite this story. Type anything you want with your keyboard. Then enjoy.
You can do that today. Online video, right? And you can type there, you can type whatever you want, hug the bear, kiss the bear, take the bear out to do whatever you want, right? 45 million views, 30,000 subscribers. Guys, this is scale. Right? And we believe, obviously, based on what we've seen, at a smaller scale, with Airtel and a number of other brands, you can actually do this in India. So, online video, huge. Next, I want to move to mobile. The 100 million unique users that I mentioned are Indians accessing the internet from desktop and notebook. Today, there are 40 million Indians accessing the internet through a mobile phone. 40 million mobile internet users. Now, interestingly, most of those 40 million are in the first 100 million. So that's why we're not saying it's 140 million or more than that, right? Because as you can think about all your, most of you. You access from work, you access on your phone, you access from home, etc. 30 million app downloads a week in India. That's a big number. 30 million app downloads a week. And 8x faster adoption. So if you look at the adoption of the PC-based web, and you look at how quickly the mobile web is being adopted in India, it's significantly faster. The other interesting thing is, as you probably figured out from now, we like this notion of query growth, because it gives us a sense of how quickly is this whole thing growing, right? 50x growth since 2007, mobile internet. Just in the last year, mobile search traffic went up 4 times. This is very powerful. 40 million internet users, massive amount of internet activity, and people are looking to do things. And what we're seeing is some of the leading edge brands, especially brands that have been doing marketing, online marketing for a while, leveraging the online medium in many different ways. One simple way is use the mobile platform to actually drive more traffic to your site, right? So this is an example of ClearTrip, using mobile display to actually drive traffic to their site, which then obviously leads to transactions. So that's one way you can do it. The other way you can do it with mobile, especially with smartphones actually coming into India, is driving programs that are mobile and video based to actually build brands, to drive awareness. And these are just results from Volvo, 240% increase in brand favorability, 88% increase in purchase intent, and so on and so forth, right? So the numbers are clearly mind-boggling, I think. So first trend, video. Second trend, mobile. And both of these have got to a point now where enough critical mass of users in India, and the platform provides the ability to do things that we haven't been able to do before with internet-based technologies, especially when it comes to online advertising. Third one really are the technology-driven trends that are happening to display advertising, right? All of you actually know the display industry. We've probably gone through 2 or 3 avatars of display advertising industry around the world. What's happening today is the massive amounts of compute processing power is giving companies the ability to do things that could have been never done before, right? So if you look at display advertising today, it's really this notion of relevance at scale. I'm going to give you just one example because it gives you a sense of scale. The Google Display Network in India. It's one of the many ad networks. I know many of you run ad networks in India. It's one of the many ad networks. 50,000 websites on Google Display Network. 80% reach of the Indian online space. 80 million users, one ad network, 50,000 sites. What's interesting though, that by itself is interesting, but you could say, well, I can also run a TVC. Well, actually what's interesting now is we can target the consumers at a very granular level, right? The music lovers, right? The 7 million people online that love bikes. The 1.28 million that want to buy a Harley, right? The people who are the camera enthusiasts. So where we are with display today is this notion of being able to contextually target very focused audiences, but do it at scale. And the thing that's really enabling this set of incredible sets of technologies is really the compute what's happening with computing process power around the world. Probably the only other thing I'll share with you on display advertising and what shows how display is evolving is really remarketing. I think all of you are digital marketers in the room. You're very familiar with remarketing. But remarketing is perfect, right? You target an audience, contextually you target them with a very relevant ad, and then regardless of where they go on the web, at the right point, you keep targeting that same message. The increases that we've seen in things like click-through rates have been just incredible. And what I can tell you in India today, we've got a number of our leading-edge online advertisers who've started adopting remarketing, and the results are absolutely phenomenal just about across the board. Last thing I want to wrap up with is search, right? Obviously, it's our core business. But what I thought I'd do is, even in an area like search, I heard one of the speakers talk about, click-through rates and how they're bad and so on and so forth. Hey, look, if I can drive 5 million click-through rates and get $50 million worth of revenue, that's kind of interesting. But in many ways, search is also just starting. And I'm going to share with you some of the changes and the evolving nature of search that's making even search targeting and search advertising a lot more interesting. So the first one is, as you know, search ads used to be, very simple sort of text-based ads, right? So the first is, let's stay with text. But now you can put your price on your ads. You can't actually see this, but let's say you're looking for a hotel, right? And you've gone to sort of Lowe's Santa Monica Beach Hotel. Before you actually go to Lowe's Santa Monica's site, right, or their landing page, what you see there is, what are all the rates for that hotel? Very interesting. All of a sudden, I've given a user a lot more data on pricing. So that's, an interesting thing. Second one is, while you're still on the search page, right, now you can have promotions. No longer do I need to actually go to a site that has all these promotional deals. Just on my listing and on my text-based ad, I can add promotions, right? So I can put pricing. I can actually give you a full-blown promotion. And now if I have images, so let's say you're a hotel, and Google image search is massive. You can actually have an ad in your image, right? So you have billions of images, right? Most of those are actually commercial enterprises that want to promote whatever it is that they're doing. You can now have ads in the image. Very, very powerful. And then the last one I want to share with you is ads, search ads integrated with video. This is cool, right? Search ad integrated with video. What we have launched now in the US is integrated videos for movie trailers. So let's say you're doing a movie trailer search for Hangover 2. I don't know how many of you watched Hangover, great movie. 2's coming up, and let's say you're doing a search for Hangover 2. So you got Hangover 2. And now, let's say we click on it. You click on that. Volume. Search, video ad, right? So even search, which is actually an advertising medium that's been pretty established for a long period of time to now. There's lots of exciting things that are happening. So that's pretty much all I had. I think just to recap, 100 million users, spending an incredible amount of time online, more time than on TV for that 100 million. They're researching for your brands. And today, with the power of technology, whether it's video, whether it's mobile, whether it's next generation search, whether it's social, just an incredible number of ways in which to build awareness, engage your consumers, acquire them, and then build loyalty. Thank you.